Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kevin and I like to talk about movies on 4K and Blu-ray, usually boutique labels. And it's been a while since I've been on camera. The last video I did was a Criterion Barnes & Noble sale. And to be honest with you, after that sale, I didn't really buy too many discs, hence why I didn't make a video. Or also, I just kind of didn't have any, motivation to do so, which I feel bad because I do enjoy talking to the community here on YouTube. And I just, I don't know. I guess I was kind of in a blue state, if you will. But anyway, I'm back. I have some new titles from Blue Underground, some Arrow, and then a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome that I recently grabbed because I'm not a subscriber to the package, the yearly package. So I usually skip out on June and July because I know those discs will be discounted. But then I usually grab September and October, and of course November, which at the time of this recording, the Flash pre-sale is up for November, which is crazy because it feels like a month ago I was sitting here doing the halfway to Black Friday. So let's get started. First up, we have a disc from Blue Underground. I hope the camera records this well. This is Dead and Buried from 1980. Beautiful cover. It's kind of a spoiler, but if you haven't seen the film, what are you doing? Go check this one out. This is directed by Gary Sherman and is written by Dan O'Bannon. Of course, wrote Aliens, also did Return to Living Dead. And Dead and Buried is one of those titles that I had when I was a teenager on DVD from Blue Underground. I think it was also one of the first limited editions that I had that was like numbered. It wasn't a high number by all means, but it mattered, I guess, when you're 15. But this is a really good one. It's been waiting for this for some time now, but there was 3 covers. I grabbed mine at the archive, and they had the B cover, but the original art is this one moment. I'm also not going to edit the video. Might do a little color change here and there, but yeah, that's Dead and Buried. Very nice. So I think at the time of this recording, I have yet to watch this, but I just got it today. So moving on, one that I have watched, and I know a lot of people are waiting for a certain edition of it, but I just stuck with the regular 4K. From Arrow Video, we have David Lynch's Dune. Yes, this is the 4K UHD special edition with the case here, the poster, the booklet, the postcards. Dune. So yeah, Dune is known for having a very interesting history in 80s science fiction to, you could even go back to the Jodorowsky stuff, but at that time, David Lynch, this was his 3rd film. He had done The Elephant Man and Eraserhead, starting to become sort of a household name. Was offered Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and he turned it down to do Dune. And he doesn't really talk about the film anymore because it was sort of stripped away from him and it didn't do well. And it almost ruined his career. But we did get Blue Velvet right afterwards. Dune's a really complex film to understand. It's not one of those movies to watch like at 10 o'clock and you're about to go to bed, because you're just going to be kind of watching it and being like, what is going on? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe some of you guys were like, oh, I've read the book, I know all the terminology and stuff, but I think there was a reason why it didn't do so well at the box office back in the 80s, because this wasn't Return of the Jedi. This was a pretty dense story, which the source material, not too many people were really aware of. So that's Dune. It's a great set. I'm a David Lynch completist, so I wanted to just grab this before it sold out. And there's also a bunch of other, like a steelbook and then like a steelbook inside the case. I saw that at the archive too, but I'm not going to spend that much money again on probably my least favorite David Lynch film. So that is Dune from 1984. Our second Arrow Video 4K is Dario Argento's The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Cat o' Nine Tails is available now. I'm going to wait a little bit. Again, similar casing, because I already own the special editions of Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Cat o' Nine Tails, and Deep Red. But I will definitely get Deep Red because that's probably in my top. I don't know, I guess Deep Red, Suspiria, Tenebrae are my personal favorites. And I really wish that they put Four Flies on Grey Velvet out. And I would really like to see Inferno in 4K. I know some people, think it's like, so as a follow-up to Suspiria, but I digress. So yeah, those are the 4Ks. I have one more 4K, but it's from Vinegar Syndrome. So let's get into, I'm going to save the new September releases for last. Okay, so we have a VSA, Whatever It Takes. This is number 16 for the VSAs. We got, let's see, Fred the Hammer Williamson. And yes, in that center is, in fact, Andrew Dice Clay. I like the back here. It's kind of shiny. Just making sure I'm still recording. Anyway, so this looks like a standard fare action film from VSA. I haven't seen it yet. It looks like there's a guy on fire. That's pretty cool. Andrew Dice Clay's holding a gun and smoking cigarettes. So, hey, hopefully it's sort of similar to like LA Wars or Champagne and Bullets. I mean, again, those are kind of special films, let's be honest. Okay, moving on to the 4K. Terminal Island. Yeah, Terminal Island. This looks really good. Like, not like in a bad way, as sometimes Vinegar Syndrome titles are, but this like kind of looks like an actual well-made piece of exploitation. Mad Dog Killers. I'll just read the back really quick. Men and women, black and white, taken from death row, condemned to Devil's Island, USA, where living is worse than dying. That's awesome. It's, I think, from 1973, and I'll just pull out the slipcover here. Here's the alternative artwork. Love that. That looks pretty cool. And it was from Stephanie Rothman, The Working Girls Velvet Vampire. So that's cool. That's really cool. Phyllis Davis from Sweet Sugar's in it as well. This looks really cool. I think I'm going to watch this one tonight. It's only 88 minutes. So that's really sick. Looking forward to checking that one out. Again, when I was saying about, schlock, we have Auntie Lee's Meat Pies. Oh, boy. Here's the back. Karen Black is in this one. Doesn't look amazing. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, Mr. Miyagi is in it. But, hey, who knows? It could be enjoyable. Now, here's one I did watch. I did really enjoy. Girls' School Screamers. Also, I think from 1984. I love this cover art. This might be one of my favorites of the year. Right there. Originally was a Troma film. And I guess this filmmaker I'll be talking about in a little bit because there's another movie from the new September package. But love the artwork. Even the inside regular stuff is really cool. So, Girls' School Screamers. And last for August, we have Tough Guys Don't Dance. Yes, starring Ryan O'Neal, Isabella Rossellini. It was directed by Norman Mailer, and it also Wings Hauser is in it. He plays a cop. He probably should have played Ryan O'Neal's part. I think that would have been a little bit more crazier, but anywho, this slipcover alone is fantastic. The back says, critics are raving, bold, innovative, wonderful. Then the next quote is, stinks. Giant death orgy with lots of maniacs. One of the worst ever. My grandmother could do better. Excellent, crazy entertainment. Very funny. Gross, sleazy garbage. Quick turns of plot. Enjoyed having to think. Whoever wrote this has never read a good book. And then even the side here resembles like a paperback. Like whoever designed this cover art, bravo. This looks awesome. Crazy movie. So, okay, moving on to September, and we'll get out of here. So, again, from the same director of Girl School Screamers is Blades. Probably going to watch this one with my dad because he's a golfer, and it's about basically Jaws on a golf course. How could you hate that? Just when you thought it was safe to putt. I mean, come on. This is the stuff that I love. I think this was a trauma film as well. So, I have watched the next film. I was really drunk, so I don't remember much. I just remember it was a cloud of haze. It was a double bill with this and the next title. But Devil's Story. This is a French film that is very rough around the edges, very lo-fi, if you will. This is something like, I don't know, Intervision would have put out, the sub-label of Severin. It's kind of a drag at times, but I think some people will really find a lot of fun in this. I guess I'm not the guy. Typically I am, but yeah, Devil's Story. I love the slipcover. Looks great. And maybe I just need to go back in and rewatch it. But there is, let's see here. Yeah, it's 76 minutes. So it's just this weird gonzo like movie. It's insane. It's there's like a Nazi mutant and like a mummy and a horse possessed by the devil. It's bonkers. So if you are interested in something like this, then maybe this will be for you. I think I'm going to have to give this one a second viewing. That is Devil's Story. The film I watched beforehand, Christopher Lambert, Resurrection. It's from 1999, and it came out after the success of David Fincher's Seven. Maybe there's also a lot of, films like 8mm that probably also tried being like that. But the thing is, and it's really important, Christopher Lambert is the lead. And no offense to him, I can't stand his accent. It sounds like if Peter Lorre got like, I don't know, just like consecutively like punched in the throat and he just like can't speak. He's not the most charismatic detective I think I've ever seen. It's similar to the plot of Seven. It's like these people are dying and there's like, there are some good gore moments. It's really like dark. It has that feeling of a late 90s David Fincher knockoff. But Christopher Lambert, I know he's Highlander, but I know him from Mortal Kombat. And my friend Greg and I watched that earlier this year when the new film was going to come out. And we had a blast. So maybe it's just like he needs to be in the right movies. I'm not knocking this one. I did enjoy it. Also, same with Devil's Story, was kind of a a lot going for it. I was really looking forward to it. But hey, there's some great moments and there's some gnarly gore. So if you're into like that true crime type of film, I recommend it. I think I gave it like 3 stars on Letterboxd, which, by the way, follow me on Letterboxd if you wish. All right, our last one is Shallow Grave, not the Danny Boyle film. I know that might spark some confusion, but never heard of this one. I know Brian from Just the Discs, he grabbed this one, and I agree with him. The reversible art sort of resembles Road Games from 1982, I think. Yeah. And this came out in 1984. It's sort of like a thriller. Yeah, it's like a Hitchcockian thriller. Cool. I'll watch that. I mean, I bought it, so I have to. But yeah, that's Shallow Grave. Looks pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. That is my sort of update video. I hope everyone is doing well. And even though I might not be getting as much new Blu-rays or 4Ks as often as I have in the last year, I will try to do maybe some reviews in the future. It's just sometimes my work schedule gets a little crazy, and then also just the drive to do something is something I need to get used to. But once again, thank you all for watching. Leave some comments down below if you'd like. If you have seen any of these films, what would you like me to maybe review next? If you'd like to maybe see me review one of these movies more in depth. I'm thinking about relaunching my review series that I did like 1 episode back last year. I'm just going to title it The Hills of Celluloid, because that is also my Instagram handle. The Hills Have Celluloid. I post pretty much sometimes daily of just new titles that I'm just currently watching. And so until next time, guys, thank you once again. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.